Hey everybody, Giancarlo here. If you don't know who I am on Team PPG. I'm part of the content team. And there was a little bit of a mistake that happened in the last video for the battle series that was uploaded for Dragon Ball Super. A little bit of a miscommunication between me and the editor, so we are sorry about that. We know content has been a little dry lately, but me and my good buddy Matt Sublet, who is also on the content team, have been working really hard to get some good content out here. The plan that was supposed to be, and the plan that will always be moving forward, is that an entire game for Dragon Ball will be uploaded to the YouTube. Now, a match is a best of three. The match will always be uploaded to the Patreon, but the full game one, no matter how long that game one is, whether it's 20 minutes, 30 minutes, or more, in its entirety should be uploaded to the YouTube. So that is what we are correcting here. This will be the entire game one. And if you would like to see the full match, which includes our sideboards, our sideboard text, and a little bit more of detail into how the game is going to go, that will be available on the Patreon. So again, sorry about, I think the video uploaded kind of cut off like halfway through the game. That was not supposed to happen. What will always happen from here on out is the entire game one will be uploaded to the YouTube. So that will be uploaded here for you guys to enjoy. This is the correction. Again, sorry about that. That was pretty weird that that happened. But again, moving forward, there will be more content on the YouTube for you guys to enjoy. Other than that, thank you for sticking with us. Thank you for supporting, and enjoy the video.
Support Pro Play Games on Patreon.
What's up, everybody? Giancarlo here with Sublet. We have a nice best of three for the Patreon. If you are watching this on YouTube, it's only going to be game one. After game one, we are going to sideboard, and we're going to explain our side choices as well as some of our thoughts about this matchup. Other than that, Sublet is anything. Oh yeah, we're playing Icarus versus, or Higher Dragon, whatever, versus SS4 Ramp. Sublet, is there anything you want to say before you get started?
Well, I mean, this is just a very interesting match, right? We did a video discussing the results from the most recent set of events, and Icarus and Vegeta are on top. So it's pretty interesting to see, you know, the two most topping decks kind of compete with each other.
Yep. Oh yeah, if there's any, we want to keep it very meta relevant, so we want to focus on what I would say tier 1, tier 2 decks, stuff that you'll actually see at events. If you have any, what is the word? You know, requests. Yeah, if you have any requests, just comment, and we'll try to get that in the works. I was thinking Cell Xeno versus Soul Striker would be one people would be interested to see. If that sounds good, let me know. Other than that, let's get started. Sublet won the dice roll. We're already set up in Mulligan, so...
Cell Xeno or Cell Surge?
Cell Surge is what of course, yeah, Cell Surge versus Soul Striker. That is what I meant.
All right, we're going to tap one for Borgos, draw a card, and pass. This is a fine start going first.
Yep, pretty standard. I will also make a pretty standard play. Charging multicolor. You want to make sure it's a Bojack's Brigade, and then swing lead.
No negate.
So I'm going to draw, and I do take the life in this matchup because he only really attacks me like once. That's it. Go ahead.
I will take the damage.
Yep.
Pretty easy choice to take the damage there. All right, so I will draw. This is about the only turn we're going to get the opportunity to actually put that damage in on him. After this, we really don't want to attack him because he just gets to rival everything in the world. But we're going to go ahead and swing leader on leader.
That's fine.
I'm going to draw a card and then tap one for the UI Kamehameha, giving my leader plus 15 and drawing a card. 25. I assume that's a damage.
I will out combo. No, okay. So it's my intention to take the first damage. That is usually the correct play.
Yep, it's pretty hard for your deck to out combo the first one without going a huge minus.
Yeah.
So my leader's auto.
I would go a step further to say it's impossible.
Leader auto will trigger, and it will be charging a Majin Buu off the top. I'm then going to tap one and play a Borgos, drawing me another card. It's pretty safe to tap out here against the Gohan deck. He might do a bunch of arrivals next turn. Then he leaves himself defenseless. He won't be able to use his Zamasu to kind of prevent me from playing a Majin Buu. which any turn off from that is a good thing for him. So go ahead.
So I'll draw. Charge 1. So what he said is correct, right? I cannot particularly arrival a bunch of stuff because I want to leave up 2 energy to counterplay his Zamasu. Now, of course, he's just not going to play it, but that still like facilitates the counterplay. You know, it's like he still doesn't have it. So we're just going to swing lead.
Again.
We're going to draw 1. We're going to take a life so we can awaken next turn. And this is a pretty good hand. That is just 10k.
I will be taking that.
And I'm just going to pass.
Yep. Now, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to attack him this turn. It's just not feasible.
Yeah, I do agree. If you do attack, I mean, you know, really probably only 2 battle cards, but I mean, like, me playing 2 battle cards is just pretty strong, you know. And that also, because I play Bojack Aegis, I get to play them and get my energy back so I could Zen Zamasu again.
Yep. And if I swing, like, worst case scenario could be a Bojack comes down with an Aegis into an Ape, and then his board state is just advanced so far that Majin Buu doesn't actually save me at that point. So it's just wrong to attack him in every scenario here. So I'm just going to play a Borgos. If he taps out for a Zamasu, I'll swing on his face, but he's not going to tap out for a Zamasu on a Borgos.
Oh, no. Of course not. Definitely not. Now, those Borgos are pretty annoying. They do prevent me from aggressively Sensu banning, so not a bad card to have on the field.
And so I will pass turn there.
Yeah. Draw. Ooh. So he has Galactic Buster. That's pretty obvious. And that freaking 30 drop, the big giant guy, is definitely annoying. You're at 6 life, right?
That's 6 life.
I'm just trying to think of the best way to do stuff. You know, attacking is correct. He can Buster, combo off one of that. That gets to 25. That lets him play his giant dude. That is not the end of the world because our hand is pretty well suited to combat the giant dude. So it's not the end of the world here.
That's concerning to hear.
Well, it's just I have a good amount of combo power, basically. And he's going to fire Buster off eventually, so we're just going to go swing lead.
No negate.
So, yep, we're going to take a life. We're gonna draw first, then we're going to take a life, putting us to 4. Activate our Awaken. We can draw a bunch of cards, draw another 2. Then we're going to combo a Higher Dragon, drawing another card, and now our leader is 20k. And do I want to arrival? He has 4 energy up. He is probably just going to Majin Buu. I'm thinking arrivaling is not bad here. You're at 6 life, right?
And that's 6 life. How many cards are in your hand, just for the audience?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 cards. Quite a few. So if I arrival here, it prevents him from God Sealing my arrival, which just gives me more energy, and it forces him to take a damage through Galactic Buster. Because my leader will be at 25, which means Buster puts him to 20, then he has to combo 2 more cards. Zeno Super Combo is not quite online yet because he's at 6 life. So I just want to point out to the audience, this is a very complicated matchup. Me and Sublet have played this very many times, and there are always a ton of things to consider. Now, basically, it is an advantage-based mindset, and if I can like push this damage, he just might not Buster, which I'm okay with. So yes, we're gonna play this. We're gonna tap 1, and we're gonna arrival our Bojack.
All right, so that costs 0 to combo because of that Bojack that he has in his energy.
Yep. If there's a Bojack for getting your energy, it's another basically like a free enabler for your arrival.
And he's very much worried about an early 8-drop, and that's what he's talking about with advantage and everything here. An early 8-drop is actually really strong against his deck, stronger than you might imagine because of how heavy his deck is and how difficult it is to remove without a unison.
My hand here, though, is pretty well equipped to combat it, so it's not the end of the world, which is why I'm just going to go ahead and pressure this damage. I'm going to leave it at 25 and just see what he does.
I'll take it.
There you go. See, yeah, there you go. And now, I mean, he has access to Buster next turn, which, I mean, it's not great. Now the question is, do I swing here and put him to 4, which allows him to awaken? This is guaranteed free damage, I would think, because he wants to go to 5. But, again, he can Buster and then combo one of those Borgoses, and I don't think I'm okay with that just yet. When you see that thing in energy, it complicates the game. Without that thing in energy, I'm swinging every time. But we are gonna force him. We're gonna pass by leaving this amount of energy up. You go ahead. Oh no, I'm sorry. Let me not be a bad player for the camera. Activate leader ability. Draw one. Attempt to summon Icarus.
Sure.
Now I'll pass. I always like to do this last because it now I just like to do it last.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
I will charge a Bojack the Evildoer.
There you go.
So when I swing on this leader, he's just going to get to draw a free card. How many cards are in your hand?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Tier?
Not 9.
9. Well, that is certainly more.
Yep. In this case, I actually need to draw a card, so I'm going to swing on his leader.
Yeah. No negates.
Auto draw.
That's
10.
Just 10. I'm going to combo my Higher Dragon to cycle a card to draw. I'll be at 20.
Okay.
I could also activate Aegis here, but I don't really want to. I'd like to wait just a little bit.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. I'm in a very weird position here. I think
Play Majin Buu for 4.
I would love to, actually. I would pay 6 for it right now if I had it in my hand.
Lucky break for me. Not having Majin Buu is pretty nice.
Yeah, I actually have no plays whatsoever unless I want to tap 5 for a God Seal, so I'm just gonna pass
All right.
turn.
Tap 5 summon God Seal. Couldn't be better. All right, well, that is absolutely good news for me. Because now I'm just gonna keep this turn simple. You are at 5 still. Galactic Buster is still a play, and that's fine. But we can make it a little bit of a harder play. And those board ghosts are annoying. I'm not gonna lie. I could Sensu Bean and get in some nice free damage here, but we're gonna keep it
Not
simple. Oh, 5 energy. First of all, you guys have to realize that Sublet is just baiting me. 5 energy up is the energy it costs to play the Ape counterplay. So if I play anything, Ape comes in, and then he gets to bottom deck this, ignoring barrier. So he is absolutely just bullshitting me right now so that he can attempt to Ape me. And it's unfortunate that he, has it. I would guarantee that he has it, to be fair. I'm not gonna lie.
Play like I have an 8 spin.
There's no way. That is how I'm gonna play. There's no way that his deck has no plays. Like, that's just. So we're gonna do a little this and a little that. So we're gonna activate our leader ability, draw 1, summon Higher Dragon. Response?
Oh.
Okay, swing lead.
Sure. Yeah, an Ape would be great.
Just 20.
Just 20, you say. Oh, all right.
But
Off the life.
off the
Look
life.
at that.
So yeah, it was a good thing I didn't attack, I guess. Bojack, swing lead.
Bojack, swing lead. No negate.
All right, no negate. I would like to push the damage here. I'm going to go ahead and drop a Krillin. Let me think about what I want to put to the bottom real quick. I'll be honest, we don't have that good of a start. But Sublet plays this matchup very well. You're not supposed to attack. When he attacks, I get to play on his turn. And he is kind of at the mercy of what I play. But now he is doing it the right way. Sorry, I'm just considering all my options here. What I want to put on the bottom. Organize my hand a little bit.
You don't have an easy option in your 20 card hand? I'm sorry.
God, this card would just be so good if I had the balls to play it here. God. This card is so good. I, for the life of me, cannot commit to tapping for it right now. So we're going to have to put it on the bottom. And draw 2. Yeah, 30 seems reasonable. God, I could go
Any further combo?
No, just 30. It's
Just 30. Okay, I will activate Awaken, draw a card.
yeah, and it'll be relatively difficult for him to out combo this.
All right, I will tap one.
Mm-hmm.
Go a Bojack, 25.
Mm-hmm.
30.
Mm-hmm.
35.
Okay. Yeah. Not that bad. That was pretty good. Sure.
Arrival of Bojack.
Yep. That is fine.
Draw one.
Mm-hmm.
And now tap 3 for Trunks.
I'm gonna tap 3 for something. All right. So next turn we have a Majin Buu. Borgo's still on the dang board. Man. Well, if I summon, when Bojack, do I choose or do you choose which energy it is?
I get to pick.
You get to pick.
Yes, I do.
Oh, that's horrible. So that means he picks my blue. Yeah, we're just not quite in the spot to do anything about that. I have a lot of random things I could do. I have plays, but I think the safest thing to do is to just play this, draw a card, no response, I'm guessing. I'm going to go ahead and activate its effect, even though I'm not going to attack with it. Might as well be a 19k. And
You assume I had an 8. I actually just had a Bojack.
I mean, it's fine. If I absolutely, here, let me just show the like, if I summon this, right? He can just ape my Bojack, which is really bad. It's a lot. And then, like, this isn't even, like, super good against his deck, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then my other play, which would be, what's his name? Annihilator would be, like, probably just as bad. Like, he apes and he puts Bojack back, and then I have to deal with, have all my energy tapped. It just is not it's not super good. I'm just going to pass there. Go ahead, Bo.
That
Like
makes
I
a lot of
said,
sense.
Yeah, our hand is not in a bad spot, so combating this 8-drop is not super annoying. I do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Only 17 in hand. So,
Only 17 in hand.
yeah,
I think I actually just want to bait his Masu now. I don't know. This is super greedy play to make, but I think it might be okay. Everything considered. We'll see what Ollie does in response to this. I don't care if Bojack gets hit by Zamasu here. So we're going to try and do something cute. I'm going to play Vegeta.
Cold Bloodlust.
Strong. You win.
Well, no. Yeah, no. I'm not gonna. No, it's fine. I have no.
Alright,
I
so Vegeta-
gotta save my Zamasu for 17. I'm not trying to save it for that.
It's fair. So I get 4 cards off the top.
Oh, 2 super combos and 2 energy. Look at that.
I know, right?
Nice super
Isn't
combos you
that-
got there.
Isn't that a coincidence? So we are going to add 2 super combos to our hand. Put 2 energy into our
Yes, of course. Oh, double super combo. Okay. Well, that's nice that he drew that. I'm happy for him. At least I know they're there.
That is true. That is true. So we're probably gonna get Bergamo, and he's gonna arrival the world here. But
He must be
I'm not
psychic.
exactly. Those 2 Zetos really help. Quite a lot actually.
Yeah, those Zenos are. They're gonna be pretty good. Pretty good.
But let me tell you, they get me out of some bad situations.
Yeah.
So even though this is a god awful situation, could draw a card or I could swing with Bojack. Question becomes: do I play around Zamasu super combo, or Bergamo does not tap leader, right? Bergamo is battle cards and energy.
Yeah, battle cards are energy, no leader, no unison.
All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and then push the leader with the Bojack. Then.
Yeah, no negate.
Oh, I'm not gonna combo. Have fun. Wake me up when you're done.
This is annoying. You were right about a couple things. Okay, so we will go. We'll start with Zamasu, targeting your leader.
God dang it. He has one of those in his deck.
I do have one of those. Guess what else I have one of? Bergamo.
Yeah.
We will
My
start.
energy? My Borgoses?
Yes. We are going to Power of Super Saiyan. We're going to draw a card, target your Vegeta. And when I do that, I will tap 2 and attempt to play Bergamo. Bergamo comes down, taps your 2 energy.
Oh no, my energy.
Not my energy. And then when I rest your energy, I'll play a Poutine for free.
Poutine does so little to this deck.
Yes, I do intend to side her out, but she's here for now. And you're at 30, right? So I need some more. You're tapped out, and you're tapped out. Okay, we're going to go ahead and activate Aegis on Bojack. So we're going to untap 2 and draw 1. And you're at 30, so we need to go to 35. So the most simple way to do this is to combo an ape. That puts us at 35. That doesn't necessarily mean our battle is over, though. Okay. God, those freaking Zeno super combos are so lame. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna go more. We gotta go more here. Well, Bean or this dude just, Sublet doesn't play any overround, but it doesn't matter. And then I will tap 1 to Arrival. This Bojack, let's have Borgos rest, and then you mill 1. Baby hatch, baby hatch, baby hatch. Buster, okay, not bad. So that puts us at 35, which is out comboing. At the end of the battle, the dual attack will activate first, which untaps Bojack. I will then summon my ape, tap Bojack, and then I will draw a card.
Cool. How many cards are left in your hand?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So if you guys didn't know why this deck was strong, I just played 4 cards, and I have 12 cards left in hand. Now, you're going to see how strong Sublet's deck is in terms of, defense, but, I mean,
Alrighty then. Go ahead.
Draw. Okay, there's 2 cards that we need to keep in mind here. One is Galactic Buster, the other is Baby Hatch. Galactic Buster we can play through. Baby Hatch is the end of our entire life. I'm going to go ahead and charge 1 Zamasu. I really only need 1 at this point in the game. And let me just give me a moment to think, because I can leave energy up for cooler. Okay. We're going to activate Basil.
Okay.
That is a blocker, so he's got double Zeno, baby. He's got a bunch of rando stuff. So let's just get the attacks out of the way and declare attack with Bardock Ape.
Fuck.
Okay. Cards in hand.
12.
12. It's easy. If I could, it'd be really easy to out combo. If I did this, it'd be really easy. But would it be? If I had Secret Identity, I wish I did. I can still draw it though. I think we try to draw it. This card is super good here. Some problems. He could play Protect. He's not going to slam 17. More than likely, he's going to play.
Bojack. Bojack's auto triggers when you attack.
You're right. You want to tap a red blue? A blue yellow. Okay, that is fine.
I will untap a freaking this card I don't want.
I'm just gonna let that go. That's fine. Just 20, so that fizzles.
I'll use my 2 Zeno super. Yeah.
All right, broken. Yeah. Man, I do need to draw a Secret Identity. So the next
I
attack
need you to not draw a Secret Identity.
logically should be the leader. Yep, let's go leader ability, draw 1, and summon Icarus.
Monkey, obvious.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Up 1 for it.
Guess what we drew? Secret Identity. This is not as good. This isn't amazing.
You want the book?
The question is do I win here? That's the question I need to answer to myself. Obviously, our board is hella juicy. It looks like we could easily win, but God, there's so much to think about. If he's definitely, yeah, we're gonna hit the Borgoses. We're gonna go for game.
Okie dokie.
It's not a super juicy target, but we are going for game. So what should we attack with? These are the only two.
Tap 3 and play Energy Annihilator. Definitely.
These are the things that he wants to hit with Bojack. So.
If you're wondering why he's not just slamming Energy Annihilator, he's holding up 3 energy for cooler, or at least pretending to have a cooler.
That is correct. I am indeed pretending to have a cooler. Yeah, let's go lead into lead.
I am going to attempt to Dimension Magic.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
The energy. Would you like the cooler?
I would not like the cooler. Dimension Magic is fun.
Oh, you're supposed to cooler that.
Yeah, it's fun.
So you want to negate the leader swing because he only draws that 1 card off of the higher dragon combo if it's his leader in the battle.
That's correct. Let's go swing leader.
Swing leader. No negate.
Do you have an 8-drop in your energy?
I do have an 8-drop.
Another 8. Oh my god, this game's going south. Yeah.
You still want to swing leader there, or?
I mean, I do. I mean, I'm gonna attack you a lot. It's just we just have to weather the storm. Oh, this game is so annoying. Yeah, it's like if I play Annihilator and he has Hatch, it's just like, well, that sucks. I mean,
that is a fact.
Oh my goodness, my dog. God, that deck just has so many defensive options. Yeah, we're definitely swinging lead. You said no negate, right?
That is correct, yes.
Cards in hand?
I have a lowly 11.
Okay. 11.
About yours?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. So, okay. 1 Zeno, untaps an energy. He can Buster. That would tap him out, which means he's not going to do that. So we're going to start with this. We're going to combo this so it doesn't get put at the bottom of the deck. And that is 30. I think 30 is enough. He doesn't want a Buster here. That's like not really good. Yeah, 30 straight. Just 30. We'll see what he does.
Okay, well, we're going to Zeno, grab this Sensu Bean.
Mm-hmm.
Put a Vegeta in energy.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to Sensu Bean.
Yep.
Untap that one. Actually, I'll untap this Bojack. We have 2 in there.
Yep.
So that's 30. I need 5 more, so we'll use a God Seal.
Yeah.
It's so useful.
Yeah, he doesn't want to tap out by playing Buster, so it gives us a little bit of leeway in our attacks. And you just dumped 2. You dumped 3 out of hand, right? So it puts you at 9.
8.
8. I don't know. I'm just bad at math, I guess. And you are beamed. So let's go Basil, declare attack.
Sure.
I will Sensu Bean Basil and untap
Makes sense.
1. That's 24.
24. I will take that, going to 3.
Wow. I don't think I was expecting that, but that's okay. That's good for me, I guess. Going to 3. We're 1 step closer. Basil, declare attack.
I'm going to attempt to Dimension Magic.
Yep.
That good?
No.
Ooh.
Let me think. You have Zeno. D-Magic doesn't lock you out of anything, but it does draw me 2 cards. And if you had Baby Hatch, it's very possible you would have played it already. It could be a bait, but if it's a bait, it's a bait. So this means you would have to Zeno. Let me do math. You have how many in hand?
8.
8. So I would draw 2 because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards in rest mode. That's tough, man. That is tough. I'm not going to play around Baby Hatch anymore. I think I just want to draw the cards. So you Zeno, you still not really in a good position to Buster here. I still have too many attacks left. Zeno puts you to 30. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to Cooler. Tap 3.
Okay.
Because now I have 6, I get to draw 2. 1, 2, and the attack continues. Oh, okay. Those are some good draws. I'm glad I did that. So he's currently at 20, 40, or 20. We'll go ahead and combo Cooler and one of these cards. This is a damage I would like to go through because that puts any other attack at lethal. So we'll do it this way. Bottom decking this guy. That couldn't be right, could it? I guess it is. Drawing 2. Drawing 2. So 24, 34, 39. And jeez. Buster Beam puts you at 40. Just thinking out loud. The only way to play around Buster fully is by doing this. So now Basil is at 29, 39, 49 single.
You put the bean on it already, so the bean doesn't count in that.
What do you mean?
You added the bean twice. So Basil's at 29, 39, 44, not 49.
44. Yeah, you're right. My bad.
All right, so you're at 44. Re-energy up suspiciously for a unison, which is a problem. Still don't think we want to take that though. Let's go ahead and here's in hand.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
11. Okay. We will Zeno super combo. Add back a Child's Army reinforcement. Charge a Goku, tap Goku, combo the ape that you called a year ago.
Oh, did you have it that one turn?
I did.
Ugh, yeah,
Yes.
I'm glad I did not play into that.
45. 45. So
40.
30, 45.
All right, what does that leave you with?
5 cards.
5. Not doing too bad, as long as one's not Baby Hatch. Bergamo swing.
Shield.
Yep. That's fine. Rest the token with Poutine.
Sure.
And Bojack, swing lead.
Dimension Magic.
Woo! Unfortunate. That is fine. Damn, is Poutine gonna have to go in here?
Poutine gonna have to choke a bee.
Poutine gonna have to choke a bee. I don't think the answer to that is yes. You have how many in hand?
3.
Man, it might just be right to pass here, honestly. If I commit too much, I get got by something random. And again, once again, my hand is not in a horrible position to combat the giant fucking cards on his board. We could probably secure damage. You're at 3 life, right?
Yeah, I'm at 3 life.
This is what we're going to do. We're going to swing lead.
Shield?
There we go. Yeah, that is fine. Yeah, I was going to say, we're going to swing lead and see what happens. And now we will continue. Poutine attack chill toad? No, it's a 10k, right?
It's a 10k.
Yeah. Okay. At the end of the P17s, honestly, if P17s, do we lose?
I don't think so.
I think so. I hope
Jesus
not.
Christ. It'd be a miracle. Vegeta better top deck like a
I mean, I'm at
savage.
4. And I have to rest Bojack. You have enough, like, what's your energy at?
For 8.
I mean, yeah, I said we don't lose. No, we don't lose. Okay, so we just let him have it or not. End of the turn, this guy goes away. I already used my leader ability, of course, so go ahead.
All right, cards in hand.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Wheel. 11 cards in hand, 3 energy up. All right. Well, we'll charge a boo and let's hope for some magic off the top.
Looks like we're doing it.
We're doing it.
17, yes.
I don't really.
No response. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, I'm gonna tap 2 for Zamasu.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. So I will shuffle in my hand and all my battle cards in my drop, and then Zamasu luckily triggers after, which means I get 1 free card. And I'm definitely targeting that Bojack, that big bastard, big bitch. All right. We're not in a horrible position. You have 2 energy up, which is nice. You can't really Majin Buu. All right, I will draw 1.
All right, what's all on your board? I can barely see.
Okay, I have a Basil, this Bergamo. I have a Basil, Bergamo, this Bojack, and an Ape, and then a Poutine and a Zamasu in active mode.
Gotcha. 1 card in hand.
So sometimes your deck is kind of just forced to 17. Is that what's going? Is that what it is?
Yeah, I had no choice. I had 2 cards in hand.
Yeah.
I chew through 11 no matter what I try to do there. Okay, so we're going to swing on your. There's no way I'm killing him. So if we looked at this math, it's 1, 2, 3 attacks. This one doesn't even guarantee. And then the tokens are 10Ks, and I can't combo with them. So, kind of hoping for a little bit of a miracle here. So I have to clear his Ape and his Basil, probably. Maybe. Yeah, it depends. So we're going to go ahead and swing on the Ape.
This dude?
Yeah.
No negate.
30.
I will activate Aegis. So yeah.
Oh my god.
It's the good, like, yeah. This deck's pretty good off the top. I mean, so is Sublets, but okay, yeah, no counter. I'm just gonna. He's dead. He is dead.
Okay. All right. That's exciting news. We're gonna see what we draw here. So I'm gonna attack the Basil.
Basil, that's fine.
Interesting. Very interesting draw there.
It was Baby Hatch or Buster. Sublets really good at drawing Buster off the top.
I'll just leave it at 15.
Sure.
I'm going to attack the Basil.
That's fine.
Giant 30.
Yeah, he's dead too.
Fantastic news. All right. With that, last turn.
Draw. You're at 3 life.
I'm at 3 life.
1 in hand, 3 life. All right.
Did you draw Tripling Destruction Champa?
Did I draw Champa? No. Let's go ahead and use later ability to draw 1. See what we get. Goddamn, that was a beautiful draw. Do Buster. You can't combo with those dudes. Buster. You have an 8 drop, right?
There is an 8 drop, yes.
But you don't really have the energy. Let's go Bergamo, swing lead.
Bojack effect. Tap one of your multicolors.
Yeah. Ah, yeah, I was wrong. Anything?
In response to the attack, I am also going to block.
Okay. No combo. Still one in hand. Swing lead.
Renegade.
25.
$25. 2 in hand.
2 in hand.
And if you are that good at this game, I'm going to be so angry. We'll go to 20.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Sure.
Your ape comes out.
Yep.
Bojack comes out after.
Yep. Yeah. I get why you're doing it.
Undeck it.
No.
Oh my god, you savage.
Okay, yes. So this prevents Bojack from coming out, bouncing it back to his hand, drawing more cards, and then Ape comes in for the finishing blow. So that is that was me doing some good top decking. Can't lie about that.
Oh my god.
Yes, that was pretty solid. I cannot lie. It's not every day that you top deck Zamasu into Ape. So okay, that's game one. It always it felt close. I felt like I was able to regress pretty well. You missed your unison, right? That was that was the deciding factor. Imagine him having a Majin Buu there, and I don't think I win that turn at all, even with all the good cards I drew, right? I mean, it's just a way different game.
Unfortunately, yeah, I didn't see my Majin Buu in the early game, and yet look how far it still went.
It still went really far, yeah. So, okay, that was game one. If you're on YouTube, we're gonna just cut here. Thank you for watching. Like I said, comment any ideas you may have for matches in the future, all that good stuff, yada yada.